Hey guys, back with another editing video. This time it is another drone photo of the exterior of a $1.3 million property. So that's exciting. It's a beautiful place and we just want to do it justice, make it pop, make it stand out from other real estate listings on the market for our agents that use us. And so that's what we're going to try to do. This was shot with a DJI Air 2S drone. This is what we get to, but here's where we started. So it's not a terrible picture to begin with, just kind of dark. So first of all, highlights and shadows. That's where I always start, pretty much what I always do. So the sun was behind the house, which put the front of the house in a shadow of itself, basically. So we're gonna lighten the shadows, pull the highlights down, and then a big adjustment here is going to be the white balance, because it was so bright and sunny that day. Everything was blooming and so green that it just gave the picture a weird tint. So I'm gonna adjust this. Try to get rid of some of that greenish tint by pulling this into the magenta. And then also probably cool the image off just a little bit. Let's go back for reference. Something like that. I'm going to add some clarity since we're on the exterior of the home. I like to see that stone and stuff, see the detail in that come out. So now adjust our exposure overall, and then of course add some contrast. Alright, so now in the HSL, I'm going to pull these from 0 to 100 just to see where these colors come out in this image, because sometimes colors are where you don't expect them to be. So the red's there. Now we're going to go to orange. So you can see that's mostly like the tree and the landscaping. Boost those colors a little, but then we are going to adjust this probably up into the yellow some. And then let's see what we have here in the luminance. You can see like the tree there. And then the yellow here, so there's a lot of yellow on the front of the house, which is mainly just a reflection from the grass. And so I'm gonna desaturate that some. Also going to pull it down toward the orange, just because the yellow and greens are really taking over this photo. And then our luminance here, so I'll probably boost that just a hair for this area of the house, the brick and everything. And then greens, obviously green is the grass and the plants. And I'm pull the luminance down here so that it just matches the exposure of the rest of the picture. And then we'll pull the hue down. Let's see. Actually, I like it up just a little bit, so we'll leave it right there. Nice and vibrant. Aqua's not much there. Blue. So the sky obviously, but there is a little blue on the front of the house there. So we're gonna boost that really for the sky, because that's about where 99% of the blue is. Always pull the blue toward aqua. I feel like it's just more pleasing and easier to the eye. It's more of a natural color. On to purple, you can see, so there's a lot of purple in the roof, which the roof was gray shingles. So obviously purple nor magenta here were present there, so we're going to desaturate those a good bit, pull them down some as far as luminance, and you can see there how HSL can really just change the colors of your image dramatically. Alright, and we'll do our usual sharpening. So that stone there, push that up. I'll pretty much always go around 75, and then I usually mask it around 25. Just my go-to formula. And then we'll do lens correction, chromatic aberration, a little crop, and we want to make sure this is nice and straight. And so that looks pretty good, but I want to make the front of the house pop a little more. So anyway, so we're going to take a linear gradient on the grass, pull the exposure down some, just so it doesn't take away from the house itself. Play around with the sky, adjust or select sky, let exposure down some. I like to use the highlights a lot for skies. I don't want, you know, those clouds in that area to the left to be blown out, so we're just going to adjust this accordingly. Well, we'll adjust the white balance here a little. So I'm probably going to pull that into the blue some. It was a very sunny day. The sky actually was very blue that day. I'm going to desaturate the whole thing here a little bit. So now for the front of the house, we're going to take a brush, and we just want to brush these darker areas that are in the shadows. And what we'll do is boost the exposure of those so that they match the exposure of the rest of the image that's in sunlight. Get on the eave of the house up here, the eave of the porch, under the porch for sure, because it's very dark under there. Move out into the yard some here, where the shadow of the roof line comes out. Alright, so then we'll boost the exposure there. And I like to boost it up there quite a bit. So you can see now the front of the house is almost as bright as like the yard where the sun's shining on it. And so here we are. This is the final image. Again, and then what we can do just to make our workflow a lot easier is copy and paste this to these other exterior images. Anyways, thanks for watching. If you're interested in real estate photography, photo editing, anything of the such, I'd love for you to subscribe and check out videos that we have coming up in the future. We do this just about every day, and I plan to record as many videos as possible moving forward. I think it's just fun to show the transformation, and I personally learned everything that I've learned everything about photography and real estate off of YouTube, so I'm just trying to return the favor. Anyways, thanks.